Oh, what is up?
Oh, you know it.
We're
I don't
live.
think anyone's here yet, though.
We're
so that's
live.
okay.
It's fine.
So
it's
we can
fine.
push the button.
It's fine. Everything is fine. Pull up that live. Turn down that volume. There we go.
The feedback would be insane.
Oh, absolutely insane.
You got your drinky?
Oh, boy, do I ever.
All right. As Matthew McConaughey would say, all right.
Oh.
That's Andre 3000 from Outkast.
All right.
Hey, yeah. Welcome, everyone. It is episode... Ooh. It's episode ooh. Episode 101. We're going to learn you some stuff today. We appreciate everyone here. We've got the TikTok live going. We've got the podcast going. We've got the feedback going. We've got surprises coming up. Don't look over here. This is a secret for what's coming up.
I love secrets.
How was everybody's past week? Ours was great because we celebrated our 100th episode last week.
100. Triple digits.
That's insane.
We now have more words to say every week
I know.
whenever we talk about the episode number.
Crazy. We have to throw in one whole extra word when we're saying the number.
And one. Oh,
We have an and? Wow.
and. 101? I mean, that's
Nah.
that's low effort. I don't like low effort.
101?
Yeah, man.
What is this? Bit code? Bit code? What's the word I'm looking for?
Binary.
Binary. Thank you. Woo.
Yeah.
I'm intelligent, I promise. I deserve to have a podcast.
We have degrees.
You have more than I do. I will say that, which is crazy. They're in music, as you always say.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever it benefits me, trust me, I have 2 college degrees. Like,
Sir,
Jason, you got that very wrong. Yeah, well, my degrees are in music, so, you know.
As you always say, I play both sides, so I never lose.
Always end up on top.
Crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. Well, so by a suggestion from a TikTok commenter last week, we were instructed to, honestly, I'm not a big astrology guy, so we were instructed to learn about our astrology science, and
Yeah.
we're here to teach you about us, about things I didn't know about myself and himself.
Yeah. I had a nice conversation with ChatGPT about my astrology sign, and it told me a lot of things, and I'm like, maybe there's something to this.
You know what? I was reading over my brief ChatGPT overview of what a Pisces is, and I was like, son of a bitch. This kind of makes sense.
Like, this is kind of accurate. Okay.
I'm not one to believe in Mercury being in Gatorade or whatever, but like, hot damn, I was reading over it and I was like, that checks out. So I'm not mad about the results.
Not Mercury being in Gatorade. Oh, no.
I'm an asparagus guy. What's that Bo Burnham joke? He was like, my grandma, she was a Cancer and she was killed by a giant crab. Fucking killer joke, dude. Oh my God. Such a banger. Shout out to old school Bo Burnham before he unfortunately had some mental health issues when we all got locked inside. Man was just going through it, remember?
Made a great Netflix special.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Probably ruined him forever, but
It probably made him a shit ton of money, so he probably came out on the end.
hey man, money helps.
It certainly does.
Money helps.
Do you want to start with yours? You want me to start with mine? What's the vibe here? What do you want to learn?
We can start with mine because I got a lot of things to talk about on it.
Let me give you your notes that you have recently acquired.
Yes. So
Why don't you start by telling us your birth date and what sign you are?
yes, my
Or
birthday.
would you like chat to guess based upon your feedback? What do you want to do?
Yeah. So my birthday is April 8th. So I've learned
The chick with glasses can get it. I'm so sorry. That one was funny.
So I have learned that I am an Aries.
Ooh, okay.
I have. Let me just preface all of this by saying, in the past, when someone's like, "Oh my God, when's your birthday?" Oh, it's because you're this, and it's like, that's very stupid. I don't like anything that you're saying, right? I don't agree with anything you're saying. None of this makes sense. Nothing about the day that I was born has anything to do with my personality. Have I learned now that it seems like
Maybe it does.
maybe there's a little bit of something there. So
So an Aries, huh?
I am an
What's the
Aries.
sign?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So an Aries apparently
Apparently.
Is known for being energetic, confident, and a natural leader. I don't think I'm very energetic. I'd rather just lay around watching TV. Confident, sometimes. Natural leader.
Take it where you can get it, my man.
I'm my own business. I own my business, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we're good. We'll take that one. We'll take that one. They often exhibit a strong will, focus, and forward-looking mindset, embracing challenges with bravery and determination.
Wow. I will say when we were running through the airport to get back to America, your bravery and your commitment to getting us to the finish line and not missing that flight, good on you.
Pretty sure I had an asthma attack the whole plane ride back.
Because I completely gave up. And
Yeah.
I was, if it would have been me leading the group, we were not making that flight. 'Cause I
had to.
good on you, brother.
Had to. And then let's see. Yeah, so a fire sign. Sorry, that's what you said. You mentioned about the sign. Fire sign, ruled by Mars, which contributes to your passion and dynamic nature.
Wow.
I don't know. I feel like,
You can interpret it however you want, man. It's your life. It's your astrology sign.
yeah, I mean, I get. So the one thing that kind of got me was this fiery influence often manifests as a fearless approach to life and a desire to initiate new ventures.
Big
That
time.
part got me because like I'm own my own business. I started painting guitars. I started photography, music. I started doing all these things. We started a podcast. It's always like, yeah, I'll do it. Sure, why not?
Say yes to everything.
You know,
Absolutely.
So I feel like there's definitely something there.
Not wrong.
Yeah. And it does give me some notable Aries.
Ooh, okay.
So Lady Gaga,
Nice.
sure, good. Robert Downey Jr.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Solid one to be a group with.
Happily. And then Mariah Carey,
Also, not bad.
the Queen of Christmas,
Yeah.
and apparently charisma.
Somehow she just manages, she has the infinite money glitch every year.
Dude, you hit that time, she wakens from her slumber, and then she starts singing about Christmas for 2 months.
Yep.
And then she goes away, and we don't see her for another 10 months. It's wild.
You're not wrong. She's like Han Solo frozen in the carbonite. She just defrosts every year, starts singing, and we just put her right back.
And then she's just like, hey, let's
Go ahead. Just go ahead and add a couple zeros, put it in the bank
Is that
account,
how
baby.
she's like not aging?
It has to be the money. It's got to be something.
It's got to be. It's got to be. So this next part, which I thought was kind of cool. Let me see here. So a lot of this was part of the kind of the same thing about being strong sense of independence, which I do like.
Do you like
doing
you like
things myself.
Yeah, you like hearing that?
Well, just because like I don't know, like I can trust people to do things for me, but generally most times I want to do it myself,
Right.
Because I feel like I'll just do it better.
Fair.
Or if I don't do it better, I don't have to blame someone for doing it wrong, except myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Not wrong.
Let's see, where's the one? Yeah, so this part got me.
Uh-oh.
So Aries is ruled by Mars, apparently.
Again, yeah.
The planet of action and assertiveness, which means you probably have a quick temper, but also a quick recovery, which sometimes so when something excites you, you dive in with passion and determination. I call that OCD. But sure.
It manifests in different forms.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Often seen as courageous and don't back down from obstacles or difficulties. I don't know if I would say that I don't back down. I would just say that I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever.
So you sidestep to apprehension.
Yeah, I'll just accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, they say you tend to be a go-getter, work, relationships, personal projects. You want to be the first and you want to excel. I don't know if I care that much. I got a splash of Aries in me. I don't know which astrological sign is lackluster and like lazy, but I got a splash of that one in there.
Somebody in chat, quote me if I'm wrong. I believe Aries is the goat, or like the ram or the goat.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it says sometimes that can make you seem a bit impatient or impulsive, but your enthusiasm is contagious and you tend to inspire those around you to take action.
Man, if that doesn't hit the nail on the head.
If it doesn't, dude, come on. So
that do be you.
that's what I'm saying. Like that second page really got me. Because like some of those you can kind of just blow off as like, oh, these are kind of like common characteristics of most people. Right?
Yeah.
But then it's like when you talk about like the, wanting to take on new ventures, what I called being OCD, a passion about certain things and diving head first. And then, which, when I go to like job interviews in the past, when I needed those,
yeah, must be nice.
And I would say like, yeah, I mean, if I need to learn something, like I dive head first, I learn it. And I've said that all the time. So like, it's whether there is truth to these, even just that one description,
right,
made me realize like,
you know what? Maybe they're on something.
7 out of 10 of these things are pretty darn accurate, and like 4 out of 10 are 100% nail on the head.
Yeah.
So it's maybe there's something there.
Maybe those white girls with septum piercings who believe it rocks and manifesting are actually onto something.
Yeah.
They're just a little behind because like I don't know if they're ever gonna actually manifest like real things, but like
probably not.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Anything else you want to go over about you being an Aries? Did it give you any like signs that you're compatible with? Do you know if you and Taylor are compatible signs or not?
I think she said that we were.
Oh,
this is before before we looked into this.
Right, of course.
So like, sure, probably. I feel like she's told me that we are, because she sent me some kind of TikTok with some astrology thing on it. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like,
definitely watched it.
She's like, do you know what that means? I'm like, So I was wait, what sign are you?
So which one of those was you again exactly?
And she's like this. I'm like, oh, so it's good. This is the extent of my knowledge of astrology.
Nice. Well, while we're taking a quick break in the content here, let's catch up on some TikTok comments. Let's scroll back until we.
Oh man, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, let's give out some shout outs to those people who were generously giving us some gifts here real quick, and then we'll get back into the actual content.
So we got the Lorax. Do we do any prank calls? We haven't.
We haven't yet. If you're still here, thanks, buddy.
For a donation, we probably could.
Yeah, right, for real.
We could do it as Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Question.
Country
Answer.
Girl 20 with the number 3 glitter badge. Howdy. Heyo. Question. Nebraska in the house. What's up, Nebraska?
From Bumper Ann. We
Bumper
appreciate
Ann.
you being here from the Midwest.
Tell me one of you bought Everdell. I hate board games, and it is the best game ever.
I'm a big board game person. Bree for Vita, if you're still here. Everdell is not one I have heard of or played. Drop a link in the comments or send us a post on one of the other social medias, and I'd be happy to take a look at it. I'm a big 2-player board game guy, so I'm down for all kinds of board games.
Yeah.
Derek's there. We got Beardless Wonder. What up, my guy? Appreciate you being here.
Capricorn is the GOAT.
Ooh, Capricorn. What's that? I don't know.
Capricorn is the GOAT. Oh, okay.
Oh, Capricorn is the GOAT. I thought you meant is GOAT, like greatest of all
yeah,
time.
that's what I thought too. But now I get it. It's a Ram. Oh yeah.
See, I was close.
Yeah, like a Hemi Dodge pickup.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. We got some fans and fan clubs and stuff. People are sharing. Hey. Great.
Thanks for being here,
Thank you,
everyone.
everybody.
Well, let's see. If anyone was able to, or, maybe if you're really kind of up to date on your, astrological knowledge, you could probably already guess that I'm a Pisces. I mean, like, duh.
I mean, just looking at you, I'm like,
duh.
Has to be.
Absolutely. So Megan and I are both Pisces. So that was, it was pretty entertaining to read that, like, our most compatible signs is not each other, but like here we are. So that one was a good one. So Pisces is February 19th through March 20th. We are water elements. And
you're water benders. All right,
we
cool.
are water benders,
Cool.
yes. And then we are the two fish swimming in opposite directions, very similar to like a yin-yang symbol.
Yeah, like from Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Exactly. So like Megan's like Korra. And what's her brother? The goofball. What's her brother's name? I never watched the show. Gonna be honest.
Oh, so you mean Sokka and Katara?
Same, but different.
Well, Korra is a different a different avatar from after Aang.
Gotcha. Yeah. No. Yes. What's her name?
Katara.
Yeah, that's Megan. And then what's the goofball's name?
Sokka.
Me.
Brother and sister. Right?
Yeah, they're both waterbenders, right?
Sokka is not a waterbender.
Fuck.
We're teaching you today about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I definitely should have watched the show. So let's see. My ruling planet is Neptune, whereas yours was Mars.
Yeah.
I don't know what my traditional ruling planet means, but it used to be apparently is Jupiter, but now it's been changed to Neptune.
So when they say ruling planet, like there are like armies of people like us from these planets.
Maybe that's where we're from. You know, what was the thing when we were younger? You know, boys go to Jupiter to get more stupid. Girls go to Mars for what was it?
Candy bars or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows, dude?
Definitely didn't pay enough attention to anything when I was much younger and in school. So let's see. Yep, my element's water. My ruling planet is Neptune, which I'm cool with that. Neptune is a cool name.
Right.
Like, the god of the sea, Neptune.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
I didn't even know. Neptune? That sounds made up. Is that?
No, that's it.
That's it. Hold on. It's stupid astronomy question. Neptune is a planet?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sounds made up.
Everything's made up.
Nothing is real. Everything is fake.
Is that our next like tattoo together?
What? Nothing is real. Everything is fake.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
I get it.
This says that Pisces is often considered the old soul of the zodiac, and it represents culmination, intuition, spirituality, and transcendence. None of which of those apply to me.
I don't know, man. Like you walk into the room and then everything just transcends.
Get out of here.
Spiritually, I think.
It says that some of my personality traits that are of my strengths. Words are difficult today, my dude.
Difficult, lemon difficult. Yeah.
Empathetic and compassionate, which I think those ones check out.
Oh, yeah.
Pisces feel others' emotions deeply and are naturally caring and gentle. Creative and imaginative, often drawn to music, art, and poetry. Their inner world is vivid and emotional. I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Minus the poetry part, all about it.
I think the creative thing definitely suits you. I mean, between like the artwork and like the painting, the spray painting, when you're doing Procreate and stuff, you're drawing stuff. I mean, you do a lot of artistic stuff.
I appreciate that. Thank you. See, I you
things
know
you
what?
need to do more.
Just
saying.
Tell me about it.
You know, I got a custom PS5 spray painted over here from this guy. And
Altier Studios, hit me up. AltierStudios@gmail.com.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take on any commission work. It's often not up to my standards, but it will be up to your standards. If that ain't the motherfucking truth, I don't know what is.
What is your sign again?
Pisces.
Is that a Pisces thing?
It is. It says right here,
yeah.
not up to your standards, but definitely up to customer standards.
Right. Yeah.
It's in the
It's crazy. ChatGPT said that.
Yeah, it's wild. Let's see. I'm also apparently intuitive. They can sense moods, intentions, and undercurrents without being told.
Like in the water?
Yeah. So if we're ever just out in the ocean and I'm like, guys, I sense an undercurrent, better watch out.
Don't step there.
Yep. Watch out. Watch out.
Yeah. It's like the quicksand of the sea.
Riptide. Same, but different.
Same thing.
Yeah. Romantic and idealistic. Also pretty much hits home.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I pretty much understand that, like, death is inevitable, which is not an idealistic reality to live in, but death is inevitable. And they often seek deep, soulful love and may idealize their partners. Megan, 100% on a pedestal.
Look at your leg right now.
I know. Exactly. What I was just about to say. Megan, on a pedestal, by far.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Maybe these white girls with septum piercings are onto something. Selfless and generous, and I apparently often put others' needs ahead of their own. I don't know about that one.
I mean, you worked customer service, so I'm pretty sure it's true.
When that dude did threaten me with a gun, and I was like, okay.
You're like, okay, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop saying gun.
Shout out to one of the first 10 episodes where we were talking about previous jobs, and I told a story about how that man threatened me with a gun, and I was like, cool story, bro.
It's like, I'm gonna bring a gun back and shoot you, and you're like, okay, first stop.
We're not going to talk like that anymore. So apparently some of my challenges is I am an escapist, and I can avoid harsh realities through fantasy, daydreaming, or distractions, which is pretty. I feel like everybody does.
I think. Well, I mean, in the world we live in, escapism is great, necessary.
I might be failing at that one. I am overly trusting, and I will say I agree with that. They sometimes fall for illusions or manipulative people. I've succumbed to that before, so I'll give you a point in the accurate category. Emotionally overwhelmed. Apparently I can absorb others' pain and get lost in it. I don't know what that means. How would you interpret that? Because I don't know.
So someone comes to you with a problem, and they're like, "Hey, this is what's going on. It's destroying my entire life." And you're like, damn, yeah, that's true.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And then you let it take control of your thoughts. Do you do that? Do you absorb other people's problems and you worry about their problems as if they are your own?
Well, I try to put myself in their shoes, and like if I was in your shoes, here's what I would do. So I don't know if that's a very selfish trait or if that is being emotionally overwhelmed. But you know what? Yeah. Indecisive or passive, big facts. Hate conflict. Conflict.
Yeah.
And apparently I have boundary issues. I may merge too easily with others' emotions or problems, which I guess rolls back to emotionally overwhelmed.
Yeah.
So when a Pisces such as myself is in love and in relationships, I am deeply romantic and I seek soulful connections. I'd agree with that one.
Yeah.
I need a partner who understands my sensitivity and my depth. You know, just inside this body is just so much, just so many emotions, and I just need to let it out.
No. Keep it tucked in and just keep an eye on it.
Yeah. What is it? Bottle it up, push it down until it explodes.
Yeah, we're just gonna tuck that away and keep an eye on it. Yeah.
I can be devoted, loyal, and sacrificial, sometimes to a fault. Wow. So this is the part that I was talking about. It's funny that it doesn't say that Megan and I are compatible. It says my ideal partners are Cancers, Scorpios, Tauruses, and Capricorns. And I don't know anything about my previous romantic partners to know what signs they are. So I have no idea if I'm compatible with those individuals or not. Let's see. You said your element was fire, right?
Yeah,
and
firebender.
And yours was Mars. Yeah. So mine is water and Neptune, and water signs are emotionally driven, intuitive, and empathetic, which I've already said. Pisces, being mutable water, is the most fluid and adaptable of the water signs, the spiritual shapeshifter.
Dude, we're just talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender right now. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Spiritual shapeshifter.
That is my spirit animal, the shapeshifter.
Dang. Like Allseed from True Blood?
Yeah. Ooh. We do love some Joe Manganiello. Isn't that his name?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Manganiello? Magnello?
Yeah, we're saying the same thing.
I don't know.
You know what? Here's where this whole thing falls apart. You ready?
Ready.
So apparently, Pisces, most their body strengths lie in their feet. And if anyone knows anything about me, you know how factually incorrect that is.
You got handicapped from the beginning, dude.
Literally from in the womb, from the get-go, handicapped. So I don't know what astrology reading this ChatGPT bot was looking up on the internet, but buddy, you're wrong.
They got that from a website with some girl with the septum piercing. It's like, yeah, they're really good with their feet. They love feet.
She's really good on OnlyFans, so they were like, oh yeah, she's really good with her feet. And then this guy over here absolutely botched the whole ordeal.
Oh my god, it's so
I knew
funny.
you'd get a good
That's
kick out of
so
that one.
Funny.
You know what? I didn't know this, but this now makes sense why anytime I've ever done one of those like astrology readings, it's like, what is your sign? And I always thought to myself, like, they would go in like calendar order, you know, like the January and then the February. Pisces is apparently the last sign and is considered to be the most spiritually evolved. I always wonder why I had to scroll to the end of the list to find Pisces. I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Oh.
This shit should be like second on the list, right? That would make more sense.
So, like, who came up with astrology? Who's writing these things?
Who came up with the concept of astrology signs?
Is this like the other thing where people thought the book was written by people who thought the sun was magic or something? I don't know.
So according to the chat GPTs, the origins of astrology signs, the Babylonian beginnings,
Oh, of
circa
course.
2000 BCE. The
Right.
Babylonians were the first to develop a system resembling modern Western astrology. Around 400 BCE, they divided the sky into 12 equal parts, each 30 degrees of the 360 ecliptic. Thank you. Words?
Posthumously.
Shut up. Failing me today. These divisions were based on constellations the suns appeared to have passed through during the year. Then it says that the Egyptians contributed knowledge to astronomy and calendar systems. When Alexander the Great conquered Egypt circa 330 BCE, Hellenistic culture blended Egyptian and Babylonian traditions. So, I mean, every previous sort of like, I guess, culture has partaken in
Some kind of.
yeah. But the Babylonians, Greeks, Egyptians, Romans, and others have refined and spread it throughout. So where were we?
It was funny you were talking about like them dividing the sky up into 12. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, I just imagine like 7 people out at night, like no, like the really bright one over there.
That's in my
Like
quadrant.
that one is mine. Not no. Like
look where my finger is.
like you
Like
see,
just
see
to
where
the
I'm at?
left.
Like stand over here to the right of the tree. That one.
Yeah, right. No, down.
We have to be talking about the same one. That one's mine. That's why they're like, oh, it's, it changes sometimes.
Yeah, when it's in Gatorade, it's like depending on the cloud coverage and the way the moon's
Right.
in its lunar cycle. Right, of course.
right. During glacier freeze, you can't, yeah, it makes perfect sense.
So let's see. The last little tidbit it's got here.
How ChatGPT is asking you if you want to go deeper.
Do you want to go deeper? Of course we do, buddy. We're always down to go deeper. How deep can you go? How deep can your voice go?
Dude, I don't know.
Oh, come on. Lowest note on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's
Same.
see. Okay, so that's actually the end of mine. So I learned something about myself that ChatGPT thinks I'm really good on my feet, and it's wrong.
All right, so for everybody out in TikTok land who's just watching now, we've been talking about our astrology symbols that we definitely researched today on ChatGPT.
Minutes ago, actually.
This guy messaged me yesterday. He's like, hey, so you just study up on your astrology? I'm like, nope, but I'll be ready.
Yeah, don't you worry.
Yeah, but let's go back to some of our chats really fast. Let's see.
Where'd we leave off? Go back a
I
little
don't know.
bit more.
Someone said, not sure if you needed to hear this today, but stay strong and you matter.
Thanks, Straight Anarchy. I appreciate that because we do need to hear more of that. Okay, yeah, so that's where we left off. We had a couple more gifters. Appreciate you dropping some coin on the TikTok shop to boost up our ratings. We genuinely appreciate you being here.
100%.
It's not real, but it's
real,
but not what you think. Oh,
yeah, sure. Absolutely.
What else? Happy Beltane. I don't know.
I don't know
I
what
feel
that
like I just
means.
swore. Should have said, "Do you promise?" I don't know what that means. I was thinking the same thing. Interesting. We're just catching up on some previous. Why did Paul Walker cross the road? Because he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. You son of a bitch. That one.
Dang, that's good.
I'm gonna put that in my repertoire. That was a good one.
I'm gonna add that one in. Did you guys see the There was a video online of like this kid looked like he was at like a town hall meeting or something, and he was just like making really bad jokes.
Oh no!
And the one that really got me, because like the first two were like barely got a laugh from like the audience, and the person who was in the front like, looked like some kind of like appeal court or something like that, or town hall, but the person was not amused. And the last one, he was like, why isn't Michael Jackson allowed within 500 feet of a school?
Oh no!
And everyone just kind of sat there, and he's like, because he's dead.
Son of a bitch! God damn it! You really thought he was gonna like have some like profound, you did like hilarious punchline. You're like, oh, thanks, Captain Obvious.
So okay, chat. So the one comment was should have said, "Do you promise?" It was okay. If the guy at Best Buy was going to bring a pew pew in, do you promise?
Yeah, please stop saying gun.
Don't say.
Yeah, no.
Stop.
You promise?
Are you my dad's belt because you hit different? Wow.
Did you know that Kurt Cobain had dandruff?
Oh, did he?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
No, they found his head and shoulders everywhere. That's my favorite super dark. That's my favorite super dark joke. So in the essence of learning new things, Megan and I have been watching How It's Made on HBO Max.
What's the most interesting thing you've watched?
So far, it was how they made single person like airplanes. It was kind of crazy to watch them shape it up with like fiberglass and then put all the like the epoxy glue on it and whatnot. And then they like put all the airplane pieces together and you're like, no fucking way this is going to make an airplane. And then sure enough, 15 minutes later, they're like, and they installed the engine and there's the propeller. And you're like, son of a bitch, that's a fucking airplane. But then I had a realization that like we as a society just put a lot of trust in a lot of individuals to do their job correctly. I'm watching these people just fucking whoop, 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 like making shit that's like big time important. And they're like, oh yeah, this is the thing that controls the whole airplane. And Tom was over there like, yeah, hey, did you catch the game this weekend? While he's just fiddling with whatever the fuck. And you're like, hold on, sir. Did you even watch what you were doing?
Yeah, we'll tighten that up later.
Yeah, we'll get it in post.
We'll go back.
But speaking of learning something, today's episode was teaching you how they made lottery tickets. It was pretty cool.
Oh.
So obviously there's a lot of steps that go into it so that there's anti-cheating measures in place, like the special ink that they use so that when you hold it up to the light, how convenient, I have a couple of lottery tickets right here for us. Oh no. So that like when you hold it up to the light, you can't see the numbers that are behind it, so you can't cheat and tell if it's a winner or not. And they use basically it's like silk screening, but with like special ink, so that they do it color by color, just like you would a T-shirt, and they print the lightest colors first in the background, and then they print the darker colors on top. We have a couple of lottery tickets. We're going to try and win some money live on the podcast today. You know, we like to do some fun things for us. It's not very visually fun for you. So what do you have there? What's that one?
So 10 times the cash, it says. Winning numbers. Let's see what those are.
And I've got the hit 100. Let's see what my winning numbers are.
20 and 7.
We should have asked ChatGPT what our winning numbers are for our astrology signs. We should have played the lottery.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then the bonus numbers.
So my winning numbers are 17 and 29.
All right, let's see.
What was yours? 20 and 7?
20 and 7. And I got bonus numbers too, but all right, let's see.
So far, I can verify that I haven't won anything yet.
Nope, same.
What if like we just hit like a trillion fucking dollars right here on the podcast? How fucking crazy
Then
would that be?
we just split it and we're good to go. We're set. BOIS on the check.
Yeah, right. I can with almost certainty say that I did not win anything, which is quite a bummer. Chat out there in podcast land, tell me if I've won anything. Look at this lottery ticket. Lottery ticket.
Yeah, man, money laundry.
Yeah, exactly. We're just making it clean. So I didn't win anything, which should be expected when you play the lottery.
Also did not win anything. But now we know how it's made.
Yeah, exactly. See,
recording.
that was the whole point.
That was cool though.
Yeah. It would have been a lot cooler if we won something.
Dude, what if we both won enough to pay off our student loans?
Oh my fucking God.
Live on a podcast, live on TikTok.
I probably would have A, cried, or B, pissed my pants.
People would have been joining and be like, why are they like hugging each other and crying at the same time?
Yeah,
what
right.
Where did we join?
Man, this dude is just coming in hot with some of these jokes. He says, I got bad news. My girlfriend got braces and now my kids are behind bars. Damn.
Wow.
Yo, I think this is my brother. If you lose 25% of your roof, what do you have left? Oof.
Wow.
If Sean was here, you'd win
Yeah,
big.
because Sean's super lucky.
Yeah.
God, that guy.
Speaking of lucky, this past weekend we went to the casino, and we've talked about gambling before. I'm not a big gambler.
Yeah.
These $2 lottery tickets really pained me to buy because, like, I just know that I'm more statistically likely to not win than I am to win.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like I've spent, dumber things.
But more on less.
Yeah, exactly. So this weekend, after the race was over, we went to the casino, and we collectively, between Megan and I, lost 72 cents. I was down $50. Megan was up $50. But after all was said and done, we collectively lost like 72 cents. It was great. That was like the cheapest trip to the casino I've ever had.
Yeah, chat. If you go back and watch some of our old episodes, we've talked about some trips and experiences going to casinos. One of them, we went with our friend RC, and man, just kept hitting. I'm over here. I lost all my money in like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Probably, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I think I quickly lost mine very briefly after you, probably 20 minutes.
I think I won like $60 or something on like the first machine. I'm like, I'm going to keep going.
Yup.
And then I lost everything and then some. And I'm like,
son of a bitch.
dang, that sucks.
Well,
RC
bought us tacos that night. So shout out to
It was
RC.
good.
Yeah.
He had to.
We kind of did force him into it.
He won. So, I mean, he gets to buy us tacos.
That's how it works in a socialist economy, right? Those with the most provide for everyone.
Yeah. We wouldn't know what that's like here.
Yeah. Couldn't be America. Let's see. So I have a couple of pop culture references that I want to catch up on before we end this one here, end the podcast. So with the recent Katy Perry going to space, remember I told you that the first thing she did when she got back to Earth was like promote her tour.
Okay.
Have you seen any of the videos of said tour?
No.
Brother, oh my God. Let me learn you something as to how fucking bad this is.
All I hear is that she's getting like absolutely shit on for how she's acting like after coming back from space.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude, it's bad. So let's see what has been. So here, take a look at how absolutely dog shit her choreography is. How do I mute? Can I mute? Just turn the volume down. So take a look at how terrible this lightsaber fight sequence is. And I think she forgot like how gravity works because like her legs stopped working for a second. What is with this, brother? Can you just give me the actual like content here? This is the one I wanted to refer to. So tell me what you think about this choreography with her Darth Maul dual lightsaber battle. Explain to chat what you're watching here.
So, okay, it's Katy Perry. She looks a little crazed. She's holding a Darth Maul style lightsaber, and there's a man who just grabbed the lightsaber. His hands have to be gone now. And I think she just used the force to whip him up in the air. He came back. Now she's fighting off another person with looks to be some form of blaster. She didn't hit him. Now they're fighting. I don't know. He did some cool handstand thing. She's gallivanting across the stage now. They're striking a pose as she runs by them. I think she just struck one down nonchalantly. I don't know.
Could you imagine paying to go see Katy Perry in concert and that being the performance you get to see?
I'm pretty sure I've seen like children's plays with better choreography.
Absolutely.
As like a kid as like a piece of cheese or a broccoli.
Yep.
You know, I miss Katy Perry on Warped Tour.
Facts, dude. Holy shit.
Back when she was good.
Not wrong. Let me get some. I want to find one more where she.
Wow.
I want to see the Katy Perry tour 2025.
That was real bad.
It was, dude.
That was real bad.
See if I can find. She does like some half-ass twerking.
She should have stuck to American Idol.
It was. Oh, of course we got to get. Hold on, we got to sit through the ad because I don't have a YouTube Premium.
Remember that time you used to have Premium and someone offered you money each month to make it cheaper?
Yeah, but then like I just deleted the whole thing and it got even cheaper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there's the fight sequence, and then let's see, where's the. We're getting there. I promise.
We're getting there, everybody.
Can we get to the
So is this all because of her life-changing experience in space for 8 minutes?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe her. I've read a comment that her legs have just not adapted back to Earth's gravity. I'm joking, but that is why she is failing miserably at actually performing very well. Where's the rest of it?
While you're looking that up, someone just said, "Who are these cutie patooties?"
Aw.
Hey, we're the Midwest Sadbois. What's up?
Appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I cannot find it. What the fuck? Where is it, Richard?
That's so bad.
It is very bad. It's crazy, dude.
TikTok, chat, podcast land. Go watch videos of Katy Perry trying to be a Sith.
It's very bad. So I wanted to touch on just how absolutely ridiculous sometimes we the pop idols that we, for some reason idolize and make larger than life, they just do ridiculous things and you're like, how did you ever get to be this famous?
I think something about like, well, I know how she got famous.
Well, yeah, she kissed a girl and we liked it.
Right. I think any publicity is good publicity whenever you're famous.
Fair. I mean, here we are talking about it. So, jokes on us. We're feeding into it because hashtag Katy Perry. So,
yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, what's chat saying here real quick? What did I stumble upon? I think I like it. Good. Hey, we're the Midwest Sadbois. We do a podcast every week, every Wednesday.
While you're here, hit the follow, like, comment, subscribe, share button. Follow us on all the other platforms. We've got Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Amazon Music Video,
Pandora,
iHeartRadio,
MTV, VH1.
Yep.
We're not on BET yet. Where's the new co-host? Chat says deflated somewhere, probably in a tub.
Sparkles McSticker Tits will make her return when we feel that she is necessary to provide, just upstanding content for you.
Whenever
guys.
we need her for sustenance, she'll be back.
Sustenance, brother.
I don't know.
How Midwest we talking? We are originally from Ohio, currently live in North Carolina, so we are currently in the Southeast, but we are Midwest at heart, of course.
Yeah, Ohio, Indiana, Ohio. Yeah, we're very much Midwest.
What did you do to her? Don't you worry what we did to her.
Don't you worry.
She is taken well care of. She's lubricated.
No, oh my God. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap up this podcast and we're going to come back to TikTok here for just a few minutes after the podcast is over.
So TikTok, hold still. We'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere.
What's the music vibe, my dude? Can you give me some astrological Pisces Aries music?
I feel like we need to have something like that plus Star Wars because of Katy Perry.
Of course.
100%.
Full support. So let's see. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode 101 where we learned you something about some astrology signs that maybe you didn't know. I sure as shit didn't know a lot about myself until I read it off ChatGPT. What about you?
Yeah, I didn't believe that. I thought that astrology was for girls who thought they were an asparagus for the longest time. Mm-hmm. There might be something there.
Yeah, but it turns out if, Gatorade is in, retrograde or whatever, Mercury is in Gatorade.
Yeah, if it's in retro Gatorade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Retro Gatorade. That sounds like an old flavor, and I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. You, of course, can find us every week, every Wednesday on the same channel that you found us here. Thanks for being here. As always, I'm Jim.
And I'm Jason.
We are the Midwest Sad Boys. This has been your midweek Sad Boy update, episode 101.
Yeah.
It's like I had 100 episodes to get that right, and then I completely botched that call out.
Hey, man, it's fine.
We'll be back
great.
next week for 102. Who knows what we've got into? We'll probably ask chat here for some ideas to bring you some content for episode 102. So again, as always, thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Listen to us say goofy things on the internet.
That's what we do best, honestly.
And as always, stay sad, y'all.
Bye. Star Wars, something I kissed an Ewok and I like it.
What?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Katy Perry.
Yeah,
Not
of
me.
course.
She went
No,
to space.
right, I'm
She
just-
went to space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kissed an Ewok. It's got to be a lot of fur.
Dude, I don't.